Hello, my name is Alex Reagan. I'm pretty excited to share with you what I found in my research this semester through this class. So I'll jump right into it. One of the things I kept finding in my practicum was that many of my students were making pretty gendered comments towards some of the music that I had presented to them in class. Me or Ms. Trito had presented to them in class. So a lot of the comments usually were along the lines of, this is a boy song or this is a girl song, met with unwillingness to participate or express themselves to the music. It got me wondering and questioning, well, why do they feel this way? And how does their perception of gender affect their willingness to express themselves musically? So I have come up with this research, and I think how I have explained it in my method section is the most concise I've ever done it. So I'll just go ahead and read that on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday after each class for 1 week. Those were the days I was there for practicum. I allowed the entire class 10 minutes of musical free time. This was a very common occurrence in the classroom. So I was able to allow the entire class to participate, not just have the participants of the research isolated, and I was able to keep the participants anonymous by doing this. The students had a chance to choose a song from a pre-made list on a website called Symbaloo to listen or dance to. The whole class participated in the activity. However, the few that were participated were observed during this time. Their grade level and gender, the music that they selected, and general observations were recorded during the process. I paid special attention to comments that other students made to other students' musical selection, especially gendered comments such as, "This is a girl song." So the findings I've put in a pretty abridged chart out to the side here. You can see that I had 14 boys in total, 15 girls, so I was happy to have a pretty even split. And I have kept track of favorites. I'll talk about favorites in a second. The comments that they made towards other students' musical selection and expression. How did they express themselves in music? Did they sing? Did they dance? Did they even listen? Or did they not? So a favorite, I should explain, is a song that was chosen consistently each day by the same student. So if a boy chose, for example, on here, a third grade boy chose the song The Wellerman, chose the Wellerman 3 times on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, consistently each time. That was the only song he listened to. That would be considered a favorite. So some of the things I have found in this research. So unsurprisingly, boys are generally more self-restrictive than girls. This is what I expected, and this is what I have observed before my research. Most of the comments usually came from boys. This is a girl's song. Usually what would happen is a girl would choose some music, usually something like a Disney princess music or something like that. The boys would make a comment, and then they would not listen, dance, or sing along to it. So they would not express themselves to that music. So I said that they were self-restrictive in their expression. What was surprising, and what I just did not think I would have to pay attention to, was that there were favorite songs, like I mentioned, and boys were much more prone to have favorite songs than girls. I think there was one girl that had a favorite, but most of the favorites I saw were sea shanties, movie soundtracks like Pirates of the Caribbean, meme songs like Rushy, which is a meme song about a Russian folk song. And when a boy selected his favorite song, he was much more expressive, very excited to listen to that, dance around, sang around, and was more than willing to express themselves doing that. Then the third thing I found was that as students got older, they were much less self-restrictive, especially the boys. The boys were much less self-restrictive, and they were much more accepting of other students' musical selection. So even, in 5th grade, I found that a girl will choose what you would, consider a feminine Disney princess song. The boys would sing along pretty willingly. The comments, there were still comments, but most of them were not gendered like this is a girl song. It was more peer pressure to play music that they like, usually their favorite. But I found that this showed growth as students were exposed more to their classmates' music throughout elementary school. They became much more accepting of their classmates' music. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I think the biggest takeaway I got out of this, though, was that every student was capable of musical expression. Even if they needed their favorite song, they did connect to the music that they chose. So I found that it was in my lessons, if I chose a song that some of my students really enjoyed, they were much more receptive to the lesson. So I hope that is helpful. I hope you enjoyed my research, and I hope that you can bring what I have found into your classroom. So have a good break, and I'll see you in the next semester.